everybody, and welcome back to twitch.tv/ShowdownGG. Smash of the Titans here at the Foundry. I'm Andy Sorrow. I'm joined along beside the man who's always 5 fire emojis out of 5 fire emojis, Mr. Mijo Fuego.
Yo, what up, guys? How you doing today? And like Andy was saying, welcome to Smash of the Titans, number 3.
Number 3, man.
But before the tournament, right now, we are gonna have a little pre-show.
Yeah, dude.
We want to reach out to y'all. Want to talk to you guys just a little bit. And what's the topic for today, Andy?
Well, come on. What else would it be? Anything else other than Evo? No,
Bowser Jr.?
Just Evo. We'll get to some Bowser Jr.
Okay.
within the Evo topic itself.
Okay.
But
Okay.
we just made it back from Evo. We are still alive. We made it out of Vegas. Some of us with less money than others, but you know, we're still here. We're living. We're living, family. Not everybody lives after Vegas. So
I did okay.
yeah,
I'm all right.
Mijo, you had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Talk to us about your Evo experience.
Vegas.
Always
For one, I will say Vegas. It was a lot of fun. It was my first time aside from just wanting to go to Evo, I went last year. It was very fun. This is pretty much where my crew 8-Bit kind of came together, joined together, became a little family.
Yeah, the
so that was
hotel
fun.
party last
yeah,
year
exactly.
was so much fun.
Oh my goodness! And then again this year, pretty much the same exact thing. But this time we were already established. We got to talk to a few other people, but there was a different feel this time around. Just like the tournament itself. I'll throw a little shade. I'm going to be kind of critical about it. It was okay, but the time frames of what stuff was happening, how the tournament was run, the fact that top 8 and 32 had to happen at 8 a.m. the very next day, it just felt very rushed. It didn't feel too fluid, and it turned off a lot of competitors like myself. It's like I had a nice pool. I had 6 p.m. Go ahead and play. Did what I needed to do, but to support my friends that made it onto the next bracket, it's like, oh, well, I want to enjoy my night come Friday. Like, I have to wake up early on Saturday. How am I supposed to do that?
I understand. It's like you didn't get your 8 hours of sleep that every young gentleman,
Man, I didn't get 8 hours of sleep that whole weekend.
That's real. That wasn't just necessarily Smash, though. That's keeping
no,
you
that's
awake
a
from 8
completely
hours.
different story.
So we've had a lot of people talking about, you know, the way that the event was handled in terms of the Smash community. I do want to point out, however, that the guys hosting Evo made a very recent Reddit post asking the community for their feedback, acknowledging everything that the community has said about the Smash event in general. And I really like the way that they're approaching it this year, because in previous years at a lot of the FGC competitions, not only just Evo, whenever there's like a complaint drawn or whatever, there hasn't been that level of transparency that's gone on. And this year, after the event was over and people were posting stuff on Twitter or YouTube or whatever, Evo responded. And I'm really happy about this because they gave us a full transparent view about what was going on. A lot of it came down to just the sheer amount of events that were all simultaneously going on at the same time, right? They had, like, I believe 9 different tournaments or so, or a little bit more.
It might have been even more than that.
It might have been a little bit more than that, right? So they're working towards solutions to maybe whittle down the amount of tournaments or run separated time frames and stuff to maybe manage the tournament better, so there's not so many moving parts going on all at the same time, which allowed for the time frames to kind of run over. I know on Friday night, when everybody's doing the round 2 bracket pools to cut to top 32, that extended a little bit over its time frame.
Yep.
And I think a lot of that just had to do that we were jamming everything into one day, you know. And if they were to spread it out or to run it in a separate way, like they've been talking about with this kind of response to Evo,
yep.
I think that's a good way to run the event smoother a little bit. But I'm still proud that Smash has another platform where we're able to play in a big stage, a big event with big money on the line and everything, like Evo. And as we saw, like, not just with Smash Bros, but like the FGC community is now becoming more mainstream.
Yeah.
And that's something that you have to really appreciate Evo for doing, putting us out there in the main audience. Street Fighter was televised this year.
Oh my goodness, ESPN2.
Yeah.
Lupe coming out making a song at the same time.
No.
Street Fighter got an Evo stage.
Bars.
My goodness, like
I know.
because everyone, as you can see, we're talking about Street Fighter, we're juiced about it because it's some great stuff happening in the esports world.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, that's for Street Fighter and that's for the FGC. But when you come down to Smash, we were kind of treated as if we were kind of second rate. Honestly, because we felt like a side event, like you're saying, we were jam-packed into a day. Well, more like a day and a half, because we had to get all of the 2,600 or so competitors, go through pools, find out your top 32 to go onto Saturday morning. And from there, it was more rough for others because some competitors, I know one pool went out till about 1 a.m. if I'm not mistaken.
1:30, I was there watching Shaky finish up his final match against K9, which was the final match, I believe, of the round 2 pools before top 32.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
So,
and it was just pretty ridiculous.
It did run a little bit over time frame, which going from then to 8 a.m. was the big struggle that a lot of people had. A lot of people weren't able to watch the next day's matches because people just simply needed sleep. Like, it comes down to it. I believe, from what I'm seeing from Evo and the FGC, that we are going to have Smash 4 be more mainstream of an event next year, which is something that I look forward to. I hope that it's going the way that everybody is talking about it for the future, because every single tournament that we keep hearing about, right, whether it's Genesis 3 and then CEO and then now Evo, it keeps getting bigger and bigger, man.
Same with the Big House, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And even that's really looking really big.
Smash 4 is continuously growing as a competition all of the time. So I hope to see a lot more support from every single part of the FGC community focusing in on Smash 4, especially with a lot of the hype that's been coming up with the game too. A lot of competitors have been getting a lot better at this game. We're seeing new characters, and that's kind of where I wanted to go to with this next topic, because I never thought I'd say this, but a Mega Man won my heart this weekend, man.
Mega Man Kame Mushi went in this weekend.
It was something beautiful to watch, man.
Yep.
Do you know how, like, Smash Melee has, like, its moments where you see the metagame kind of shift? Like, back in 2005 or 6 or so, I believe, it was Ken versus Bomb Soldier was one of those moments where it's like, this is the way the game should be played, right? And I think Kamemushi, with his Mega Man this last weekend, showed another depth and variety to the Smash 4 metagame that I hope to see develop even further. He was doing crazy footstool combos. He was doing all of these different perfect pivot setups and all of these kind of crazy setups that you never see people do before that really expands the metagame of Smash 4 in general.
Besides just his fancy Vine combos of him doing the Metal Blade footstills, all the other stuff, what really impressed me about Kamemushi was watching him and Shaky play their winners finals match on day 1.
One of the best matches I've ever seen.
I couldn't believe what was happening because I heard about Kamemushi and I was like, okay, well, I know he's good in Japan. How will he stack up against
our best
top,
guy?
Our best guy and a top level threat.
Yeah.
And the games were just back and forth. Ended up going to game 3, really back and forth. I was just really impressed at how he kind of just controlled the neutral and how he controlled Shaky to stay on the ledge, because Shaky continuously, you know how Nesses do, they come up and they come up with Nair, some type of aerial. Kamemushi read that, stayed away, made a great distance, and kept trying to back air him, but kept him in the corner. Aside from that, the way he just kind of took the momentum with the footstool combo.
Oh,
just
man.
Craziness.
So,
that was one of the top sets I watched. Too bad it wasn't on stream.
So that was what I was going to say. Unfortunately, it was not recorded. It was not on stream, but to say that it was like one of the craziest sets ever, it really was. Game 1, I'm pretty sure, was Shaky's match. He won that pretty handily, I believe. Game 2, Kamemushi won. And then Game 3, the game started out with Kamemushi destroying Shaky, like really bad. Kamemushi was at 11% when he did the Kamemushi combo of footstool, Z dropping the Metal Blade into another footstool.
I think Shaky was
triple
at 30,
jab lock
30 or 40.
Yeah, and he did the footstool combo twice to bring him up to about like 70 or 80, and then Shoryuken'd him. And Kamemushi was at 11% on his first stock. And right then, I remember turning to you and being like, uh-oh, I think our boy Shaky is done right now. And Shaky just did not get hit the rest of the stock. And he took off Kamemushi's first stock without getting hit ever again. even match 0-0 on this.
And then that's where pretty much Kamamushi turned it on.
Yeah.
And that's exactly where his just knowledge of the game, because he even said it out later on in his Twitter, just saying like, yeah, Shaky was very, very rough. I played Nessus before and I felt very comfortable in the matchup. He's just very good. Yeah. And very surprising. So you know, the little English that he did right out. So I mean, it's just really nice to see these Japanese players come out and give respect where respect is due to all the players, because he even said it for Ally. He's like, Ally's a god. Yeah. I can't believe like what just happened. The skill gap was just too huge. And right there, even stating that the skill gap is big, it takes a lot for players to admit that you're just better than them. Because a lot of players are just like, yeah, you got lucky, or oh, you know what, it's all good, you got me on a bad day. He straight up owned it. He's like, I need work to do, and then I will maybe one day find myself to the level of where Ally is.
And that goes to show like the level of where not only Japanese Smash is in terms of their competitors, like they're all very good. They showed up with 20 people or so, and more than half of them made it out of the I think round 2 pool even. Like, I think there was like 9 of them out of the top 32 or something.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken,
like
there was 3 in top 8?
Yeah.
There was 3 Japanese.
There's Renai, Abadongo, and Kamamushi in top 8. So these guys not only are great competitors, but great sportsmen as well. They all gathered around during every single one of their guys' match, and just like we're all teamed together, celebrating very respectfully, not like yelling at their opponents or anything. They all sat around and supported their own guy, would give high fives, and just genuinely be happy for one another. So not only do I respect the Japanese community as a great place to compete, but it's a great place to kind of establish like new friendships and everything, like, and show the way that you should support your people.
Yeah, no, and that's just like camaraderie, and that's just that connection that they have within their own community. And we see that in batches here in NorCal. You know, you have a bunch of the people that are very comfortable with one another, and they'll go ahead and treat each other as such. But overall, when you do go to these majors, you kind of see it firsthand of the community pretty much just coming together.
Yep.
Because when I went to CEO, I kind of went with no NorCal. And I was just like, well, I don't know how this is going to be. I ended up just hanging out with Fallen the whole time, and that was the only person I knew. But eventually, I ended up just talking to TOTC, Rich Brown, Zenyu, Dave.
SoCal boys
from Florida.
In Florida.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, the Lucario himself.
Yeah. Lucario
Shout out to Day getting 13th, I believe, at this last.
I think he got 17th, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was 17th
or 13th. I don't know, but he did very well.
Yeah.
Shout out Day. Shout out Vex Gaming, if I'm not mistaken. Very nice pickup by them.
Yep.
Very nice pickup by them.
That's also something I wanted to say. Besides just Day, the whole top 32 was so diverse with characters. This whole entire tournament. And it goes to show, like, Smash 4 is not figured out by any means at all. Nobody knows every single character inside and out. I mean, going into this tournament and only seeing Kamamushi play on YouTube and him and Scat pretty much being like the only representatives of Mega Man.
Nope.
I was foolish enough to say, Mega Man seems alright, he might need a buff. Heck no! This character is disgusting. Oh my gosh.
I mean, what else can you give this character?
He's
like, heavy. He can give you a quick 30-40%. And
yeah.
If he if he hits you with a falling up air maybe, and you're like around 10, you're gonna eat another 30-40.
I know. I didn't think it would be that disgusting to watch, but
like I know Jet out here has like shown us a little of the Mega Man type.
Yep.
But when you see firsthand of this top level Mega Man play, whether it be Kamamushi or Scat, but when you watch Kamamushi, even the skill between them is very great.
Yeah.
Because I watch Scat at CEO and just on YouTube and like other videos on Twitch, and I'm like, yo, Mega Man's kind of busted. Then I see Kamamushi, I'm like, yeah, for sure, Mega Man's pretty busted. Confirmed.
Confirmed, dude. So that goes to show, like, what is the next character that we're gonna see some crazy setup from? Is it Bowser Jr.?
Definitely not.
Damn, man, way to have faith.
No, definitely not.
I do want to point out, learning from Kamamushi, that Bowser Jr. has a true Kamamushi combo built into him. You can do the same footstool setup, double footstool with a Mecha Koopa in hand, into a jab lock reset, into a forward smash. So I can't wait. Maybe I'll do it one day on stream, but let's be real.
You know, maybe you'll do it
I'm
tonight.
a bigger fraud.
Andy, maybe you'll do it tonight.
Do you have faith?
You know, I believe in you every week.
Do you now?
I do. No. I've said this on
I
stream
feel like
many
this is
times.
kind of a lie.
No. And you can look back on VODs. I will specifically say, you know what? I believe in Andy until he lets me down.
One of these days. Stream press 1 if you believe. Press 1. It's just going to be a bunch of 2s.
It's going to be like a bunch of Andy get off.
So we have a couple of more majors coming up in the near future. We have Big House and Smash Con and everything going on in the near future.
I think Shine, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
A final question I wanted to ask you is, what have you not seen in the Smash community in terms of large-scale tournaments that you would like to see? Maybe something new to be added to the Smash landscape. What can make an event even better?
So from attending EVO and attending CEO, both phenomenal tournaments of their own right. What else would I want to see? Personally, the only thing I would actually want to see TOs at a grand scale kind of do is to try to have the opportunity to bring in the players to kind of go to an event, not like make some type of side event. It's not like a tournament or anything, but like organize something to where players and everyone can just meet each other.
Like a meet and greet.
Exactly. And that's one thing that I have yet to see at any of these events. Yeah, they'd be like, oh, well, we're having a party here, or oh, we're having this here, or we're having this type of event. But there's nothing specifically saying you have to go and meet other people. I'd love to see some type of forced icebreakers. Maybe like, oh, well, if you're from this X region, go say what's up to A region. Or maybe make like a scavenger list about it or something. Something of sort like that.
Like an optional event.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you want to go ahead and have some fun. But if you don't want to, then so be it. Do what you need to do. Or you can come just hang out with the people you know already.
Yeah, I really like that idea because, and kind of piggybacking off of that, that kind of reminds me of what was going on at TwitchCon when I went this last year. So TwitchCon, if you haven't been, it's the first convention was held last year here in San Francisco, and one of the cool things about it was that it set up this side kind of area where it was meet and greets with your favorite Twitch streamers, right?
Okay.
So they would form like a lineup kind of thing going on, and maybe they could do that with like some of the top Smash players, right? Where it would give an opportunity for people like Ally or Zero or Nairo or whatever to have like an hour time slot where they're able to meet one-on-one with their fans, maybe sign some autographs.
At EVO, they actually had a couple of that, but for the top players. What I'm saying is that I don't want it just to be for the top players.
You want everybody to
I want like everyone in the community to come to get together, because it's like top players are top players. They're most likely going to be hanging out with one another. They're going to try to come with some type of tech. And even the newer players, they're not going to feel comfortable going up to someone with a status like that. It's like, oh, play a friendly with you? Well, I'm going to get bodied in like 2.2 seconds. I don't know if that's good. People might be afraid of that. You know, some people might like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'd want the regular people to say what's up to the other regular people.
Yeah.
And, you know, just become this great network that is just Smash 4.
Exactly. Something that I would love to see, which I brought up on our Northern California Smash Community Forum, is the presentation of Smash being more like an esport, right? And that the one thing that you see in a lot of different esport communities, like especially in the first-person shooter and the like the MOBA scenes, is that not only do they have like the co-commentating going on for in-game, right? So like imagine like D1 and TK doing their thing like they do during the top 8, right?
Yep.
But before the top 8, after the top 8, and in between matches, I would love to see an analysis desk.
Oh yeah.
With more personalities. So like EE would get his moment too, or like DC, NorCal or South Florida DC, you know. Just like having a team of 4 people sitting around an analysis desk talking about the upcoming matches and everything, and then allowing for transition to go and flow right back to D1 and TK on the mic for doing the actual top 8 matches themselves. It would give a little bit more perspective of, you know, high-level play, showing what to highlight coming up in the match, showing more highlights about the people themselves, where they're from, what character they play, some other background information about them, right? Because I feel like a lot of what we see is the characters that the people are playing themselves, but not enough about the player themselves.
Exactly. And when you do watch these streams about their top players, and you do get little tidbits of them.
Yes.
It's like when when commentators such as TK, D1, they have a little bit of time in between when they're trying to like stage select or something. They give you a short little summary of what this player is about, where they're from, and like a couple of accomplishments. But for the analytics decks, that would be amazing because you can actually go ahead and spotlight certain people, or even just have a discussion of like what's happening around in the community, like kind of what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
So in the grand scale, that would be beautiful. It can happen. Hopefully some tournament can make the capacity to go ahead and make it happen.
Yep.
Love to see it.
I would love to see it too, man.
I mean, I would love a lot of things right now.
You thirsty boy. So we are approaching Smash of the Titans episode number 3. This has been Andy Sorrow, joined alongside the one and only Mijo Fuego. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so to start the tournament. Do you have any plugs you want to give before we sign off?
Quick shout out to my sponsor, Crown of Gaming. Go ahead, follow them on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, figure out what's happening.
Y'all have an event this weekend, right?
I was about to say, at the same time, COG number 5 is happening this Saturday. If you want to come by and just check it out, go ahead. It's over in Redwood City. The event page is up on Twitter, on Facebook, everywhere. If you want to see the Smash, Street Fighter, Mega Man action, hit me up. Hit them up. See what happens.
COG 5, COG, POG.
Free pizza. There's a slide. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Oh, yeah, there is a slide at the venue.
There is a slide at COG.
The work slide.
Man, it is the best slide to be disappointed in.
What better way to leave work than like, yo, we out.
Yo, it's twisty too, so.
Yeah. And so for me, Andy Sorrow, you know where to find me. Not on Twitter, but on Twitch. We're going to sign off for right now. We're going to tag out. I believe it's going to be you and DC opening up.
Yeah, I'll
again?
probably be myself and DC opening.
All right,
but we're going to take a quick break.
Awesome. Y'all, thanks for tuning in to the pre-show. Take care.